All right, so today is new bike day, but not for me. Today is new bike day for Dave! New bike day for Dave. Dave, tell us about your bike, man. What is this thing?
This is Chris Canfield's new project. I've been running Canfield Jedi and Balance for my two bikes for a number of years and loved them both. And basically, Chris kind of wanted to do all-in-one bike, and so this one can be run as a 29 or a Mullet. But what's really unique about it is it's got three different settings for the upper linkage of the rear, or the lower linkage of the rear arm. And so you can set it up as a 220, 190, or 165 travel. So today we are out here fiddling around in the 220 setting. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Do you have it set up as a full 29, or is this a Mullet bike? How do you have it set up for today?
Today, full 29, thinking this is how I'll probably run it at parks in the summer. But also have a set of Mullet wheels for it, so we might fiddle with that today too.
Excellent. So we're going to go out and do some testing on this, even swap a couple of wheels. He's even testing the new Schwalbes, if I'm not mistaken. Or Schwalbe, am I saying that right?
Yeah, not on these wheels though.
No, not on these wheels, on another set that he's potentially going to swap onto this. But we're going to go get this bike set up. It's his first day on it. We're going to go see how she feels.
Get the... Oh, just buzzed my ass on the seat, on the wheel.
29-inch, buddy.
Yeah.
A lot less room to bring it up, right?
Oh, I was on the landing.
Oh. There we go, now I'm clearing them. Woo-hoo-hoo, almost strapped that one.
Got it.
Nice.
Not that one.
No, that one's weird.
I can do it on the Ebe.
Oh, do you throw a stroke in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at least for now, it doesn't feel super awkward high or anything.
That's good.
It'd be interesting to put it next to the Jedi and actually see where it's at.
See how much of a difference it is?
The Jedi is 34 inches to the rail, I think. And I have it raised slightly so I don't buzz my ass on the 27.5.
Yeah.
So, but I think the other thing to think about too is it's like, you know, my handlebars on the Jedi were what, 2.5 inches lower than this, and some of it is because it's a bigger wheel up front, but I think some of it is also because of all that. And like, if you look at your bike,
yeah,
very compact. You've got one 10 mil spacer.
Yep.
You know, and I've got probably 25 mil here.
Yep.
And it's a drop crown.
Well, if you switch to that other one, we could potentially push those bars down and really play with that, you know?
Yeah.
As long as
yeah, because the other one has room for that to come up, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just the one change at a time, so just the different bars, or the different stem.
Okay.
I think it's good though. I don't like, no complaints. I don't feel like I'm overstretched.
Okay.
I mean, my view of the front tire is a little different. You know, because now the bar is blocking some of the top.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that's so far forward that I've lost my downhill like ability to not tip over something, you know?
Yeah. But it feels good, like it's you can't manually rotate the bars right now, can you?
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, then you should be just fine.
You good?
Yep. Just repositioning my feet.
Got it.
Good.
Big, yeah. I don't like this jump.
This one?
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
that little one.
Oh, you should have thrown in some strokes. I'm going too slow.
Sorry.
No, dude, you're fine. Okay, so trying this setup. Now it's proper mullet. Also with the new, Dave, what are they?
Schwalbe Albert Radial Gravity Pro.
Cool.
Soft in the back, super soft up front.
Nice.
Oh, and I can pedal without the tire touching.
Oh,
So that
that's
other
good.
wheel is definitely borked.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Holy shit.
What happened there?
Look to the side.
Oh,
Oh, this is the hotness.
yeah, see? I'm telling you, dude, mullet's the jam for sure.
Cleared it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, almost.
I don't even try on that one.
So they say carbon wheels are supposed to feel snappy in and out of the corners.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It should feel a lot more snappy being a mullet, or at least that's what I've noticed that on mine for sure.
I feel like I landed pretty backseat and didn't buzz my ass, so like, that's good. I don't feel like the seat has bothered me yet, so that's nice.
So we just changed Dave's bike over from 220 rear travel to the 190 mode, and Dave says it feels way different. So he's adjusting the spring decks to increase, obviously, the spring rate on the rear, because it changes the pivot point and of course the
No, I'm gonna go same spring rate.
you're gonna leave it just
Yeah,
just
just
for
to-
science.
For science, just to see.
Science. All right. Does it feel really squishy?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you'll know on this first one, right?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Oh, big air.
Oh, if you hit the left side of that, it pops you better. All right, so initial thoughts? 190 mode?
I think it feels more playful.
Yeah?
Woo, that's big.
No brakes, no brakes, no brakes.
This is a totally different bike. Do you see how much further I'm going?
Yeah, looks good. I saw that manual. I saw that. Whew. All right. Good day of riding.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. So got to test out the new bike. Tried it in the 220 mode. Tried it in the 190 mode.
Yep.
Tried it in full 29. Tried it in 27.5.
Yep.
Changed the stem from a 30 to a 45?
30 to a 50.
30 to a 50.
Yeah. Rode with the flip chip in the correct orientation and with it in the wrong one.
Okay. Yeah. Consensus?
Feels good.
Yeah.
You know, like literally like made 2 tweaks on the compression on the shock,
Yeah.
and went out and did some rides with it in the 29 setting, and I would say felt at home very quickly. Felt very similar to the Jedi, but you know, running with a bigger front wheel. The Jedi I had was the old 27.5.
Mm-hmm.
So this has just a little bit less travel in its big setting than the Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, you rode it very well. Even lap one, you're immediately jumping it. How did it compare to, let's say, the Jedi? Does it feel similar? Is it an improvement? Does the geometry improvement feel better?
I thought it felt really similar. You know, the Erie here is not a good place to determine if it's a great downhill bike. I feel like, to be fair, because it's all smooth flow stuff. But in terms of, jumping and landing, it felt nice and cushy. And maybe I'm on a rear spring that's a little bit too soft right now, but I've got a little measuring device we can actually add to the shock, so we can do some testing and actually see how much travel we're using. But looking at the front fork, probably 6 inches maximum of travel used out of 8. So I'm not using a ton of travel here.
Yeah. Not full sending, but a great place to test out a bike and just kind of do its initial test runs, right?
I would say, and I didn't get a chance to test all 3 of the rear travel settings, but noticeable difference between the 220 and the 190 setting. I bumped, there's a Sprindex on there, so I bumped the spring rate up 20 pounds, went from 510 to 530. And coming off the lips, not doing anything different, it felt like I was 6 inches to a foot higher than on the big setting, which makes sense. The big setting is a rear arc, so really good for kind of smashing through stuff, but maybe not the most playful for jumps. The 190 setting is going to be more like a traditional downhill bike, except it's 190 travel, and most downhill bikes are 200. But there's a handful that, when they went up to 29-inch rear wheels, they actually dropped the travel 10 mil to make room for it. So really cool that this bike can run full 29er and 220 mil of travel. That's massive.
That's very cool.
Looking forward to trestle opening or Angel Fire and actually putting it on some chunky downhill trails to see
what you think. What did you think of the new tires? This is all the rage. Everyone's talking about these. The Schwalbe. Am I saying that right? Okay.
Yep.
Like, this is Schwalbe, whatever it is.
Schwalbe Alberts.
Schwalbe Alberts. There you go.
And these are both with I think they call Gravity Pro, which is basically like the thickest casing that they have. And I was running 30 pounds up front, 32 in the rear, which is about 4 pounds higher than I ran on Maxxis tires, and maybe 8 pounds higher than I was running on the downhill Michelins that we've been running the last couple of years. Maybe I'm overfilled on these here today. Hard to know. I mean, it felt fine, but this place is mostly hard pack and banked corners. So I didn't feel the tires letting go.
Relatively fast.
I generally don't ride hard enough for the tires to slide out. So yeah, I mean, definitely some playing with these, maybe drop a PSI or 2 and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, very cool, man. It's a very cool bike. It was really neat to see you ride this thing, and boy, it is awesome concept. I mean, the idea of being able to have a proper downhill bike along with a proper enduro, just by making a couple of very minor changes. And in fact, we did it here in the parking lot. It was very easy to make these changes. It was surprisingly easy, less than just a couple of minutes to make changes, to be able to toggle back and forth between the different suspension settings. Could be a game changer. I mean, obviously this is Chris Canfield. Yep, Chris Canfield's latest endeavor, the Vampire Fastasrossa. Definitely a cool bike. Check these things out. Take a look at these things, man. Maybe you are looking for something that will do a little bit of everything and do it obviously very well. You're going to get to see a whole lot more of this bike. We're going to be taking it to Angel Fire. We're going to be taking it to Trestle, obviously with Dave riding that. And I'll be on, of course, my demo, maybe even a couple of other bikes. But guys, thanks for riding with us today, man. That was a lot of fun. You guys get to check out this bike, and we hope you stick around. We'll see you guys on the next one, all right?
And now for the B-roll.
And now,
if anybody wants a Jedi, I'm going to have one for sale.
And anyone interested in a Jedi, by the way? A Canfield Jedi?
Speaking of checking out different bike parks, this guy needs to get a loan pass so we can go do some traveling.
Man, low ball.